The engine is starting up. 3, 2, 1.
Is there anyone here that would like to communicate with us?
Putting a dip in your hip, a glide in your stride. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe, with shows throughout the week. Everything you want, everything you could need. From the paranormal to the supernatural, from the spiritual to the unknown, from emotions to comedy. You can find us at Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and so much more. This is R.I.F.T Nation Network, the RNN. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
Sensitive/offensive content disclaimer. Please note that this podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violence, explicit language, or controversial subjects, triggering content including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues, explicit language. Occasionally, our guests or hosts may use strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please consult a qualified expert.
In a world so cold with shadows creeping, got a heart on fire, but sometimes sleeping through the midnight hours when hope feels tight. I'll be your beacon, guiding to the light. Rise up from the ashes, we will never fall. When you feel lost, I can hear your call. With every heartbeat, we can win this fight. I'll be your beacon, guiding to the light. Clouds may tremble, skies may weep in tears. Through the stormy weather, I'll calm your fears. Hold on to my voice, it will lead you right. I'll be your beacon, guiding to the light. Rise up from the ashes, we will never fall. When you feel lost, I can hear your call. With every heartbeat, we can win this fight. I'll be your beacon, guiding to the light. Rise up from the ashes, we will never fall. When you feel lost, I can hear your call. With every heartbeat, we can win this fight. I'll be your beacon, guiding to the light. I'll be your beacon, guiding to the light. Stars may tremble, skies may weep in tears. Through the stormy weather, I'll calm your fears. Hold on to my voice, it will lead you right. I'll be your beacon, guiding to the light. Rise up from the ashes, we will never fall. When you feel lost, I can hear your call. With every heartbeat, we can win this fight. I'll be your beacon, guiding to the light. Rise up from the ashes, we will never fall. When you feel lost, I can hear your call. With every heartbeat, we can win this fight. I'll be your beacon, guiding to the light.
Oh my goodness. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Beacon in the Dark. So, yeah, it's just down another rabbit hole I go, as always. But welcome to the show. And I really have a honest to goodness show. This is something I used to do a long time ago. And you know how it is, you get busy, get lost, and you don't really keep track of what it is that you're doing, but you know that when you start doing it again, it was like, oh my God, I felt so balanced today after restarting this. I'm like, okay, I got to share this. This is what it's going to be about. So I had to try to condense as much of the important information as possible with you guys today. So we're going to talk about that in a minute, but welcome to Beacon in the Dark here on the Rift and Nation Network. Oh my God. It's definitely the place to be. I definitely have some guests lined up. A couple of our show hosts will be coming on, and they will be talking about their stories going from the darkest to the dawn, so to speak, and letting us in and about them. And one of the new hosts that's coming on, Ashley, she'll be on as well on the 21st on Beacon in the Dark. It's going to be a fantastic outlet and just a way for her to actually kind of like say, hey, yo, this is me. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and to follow to the Rift Nation Network. And if you would like to be a guest on the show, you can go right over to Facebook and you can just state what it is about. And either, most of the time, Howie's usually right on top of that, or Eddie's right on top of that. And he can usually figure out who goes to what. And it's going to be an awesome time. You go over to Facebook, you go to the Rift Nation Network page, you can send a message there. I'll go over to riftnationnetwork@gmail.com. Now, if you have a specific host you would like to be a guest on, literally send the message over and say, I'd like to be a guest on this show. What the heck? Doesn't hurt. All right. So, what we are talking about today is energy. Now, a lot of times when I'm doing this, and a lot of things that I do involve like holistic psychology and all types of different things. But the one thing that I think that we are lacking as individuals, all of us, is we want to heal. We want to feel better. We want to feel energized. We want to feel healthy. So a lot of times, that is done either through medication or through counseling or through this and that. But what if we can simplify it? What if, in order for us to heal, we actually have the ability within our own bodies through something as known as, most people call it Qui-Gon, but it's Qigong, is the way that it's actually pronounced. Oops, hit the back button. So what if it's through Qi that helps our body help ourselves? Now, a lot of people won't believe this, but I tested it out. I totally tested it out. I saw 7.077 and almost dropped my phone. Yes. And that's what it is. And that's what this is about. So there is definitely some hand mantras and exercises and stuff we're going to get into. Plus, we're going to get into something that is called the Dance of the Dragon. And yes, this old fat lady still does the Dance of the Dragon. Let me tell you something, I'm still going to do it, because after I did that and the hand energy and the breathing, it was like I just felt so much more like the old me. Loved it. I was like, all right, I got to share this today. So let's see who we have in the chat room before we get into this. I even managed to do a Google slide today. So that's awesome. I know. So who do we got in the chat room here today? We have Miss Heidi. Hello, Heidi. She's my sister from another mister. So there we go. We got Michelle Caps. Hello, Miss Michelle. Hopefully you are having a lovely day. We're getting ready for snowstorm tomorrow. And of course, Miss Ashley Henderson is also going to be a guest on the show, on the show on the 21st, and she is one of the new hosts on the Rift Nation Network, and she will be getting her show up and running pretty soon too. So this is going to be an awesome welcome to her as well. And Renee, thank you for sharing, and I really, really appreciate that. So I was doing some down deep digging today. And of course, people that know me, I call it, or at least, I'm sorry, I'm going to call him Howie because it's what I've called him for years. I don't care what the network says. I call him Howie. Okay. So, yes. So Howie always says, "Oh my God, she's going down that rabbit hole again." Because once I start down a rabbit hole, I kind of get lost. I just get lost. It is what it is, and I know that. But see, the thing that people need to understand is our body systems, our energy systems, has what is known as chi energy. Now, the Chinese have certain ways, and this book is actually one of the books that I was given to review many, many moons ago. I mean, I was a teenager, young, full of energy, and all that other stuff, and now me. But I've discovered that it really is working because the chi energy, or Qui Gon, which is Qui, which is sometimes people do it. It actually represents the life force energy, biological energy inherited in every single human being, every single one of us. Okay. Now, chi is actually translated into air, breath. Okay. But it's also used to represent vital essence and life force. It's actually a fundamental basic. Chi actually is an information transmitted through our body and our environment. Okay. That's kind of a short history and chi. But did you know? I know rabbit holes. I get in these rabbit holes and I just get stuck in them. And it's like I keep going in 50 million different directions, but I finally figure it out. So, it is what it is. Now, did you know that your breathing also is extremely important when you are doing these particular types of hand mantras and breathings? Okay. And sometimes it's really difficult to get the right breath going, but these are important. So we're going to go over the breath first. Okay. And then I'm going to introduce you to what is known as Sha. Now, the Sha hand mantra, this particular one, we're going to talk about this one in a minute. I'm going to teach you guys how to do this, but you need to understand breath. We're dealing right now with our life force energy. Okay. So when you are breathing, okay, the first breath, it's totally unnatural. This is the unnatural way for us to take breath. Okay. When you breathe in, push your abdomen and your stomach out. When you blow out, pull your stomach back in. Totally unnatural. The Kandua is awakening the chi and energy going up in the chakras. Bingo! Ding, ding, ding. Yes, that is actually it. Chakras are also very important as well. So the first thing I want you guys to do is to focus on the two different. Oh, life force question. I'm here. Yes, I went down a rabbit hole again today, Ed. I can't help it. And this is this is where it ended up. It was like, I feel so much better after doing this. And we're going to teach you the dance of the dragon after. So stay tuned. You do not want to miss the dance of the dragon. I have charts and everything for this. So first thing I want you guys to do is when you breathe, I want you to push your stomach out when you breathe in, and when you blow out, and I want you to pull it back in. I want you to do this a couple of times to relax yourself. And then we're going to do it the opposite way to understand the difference in the breath. You'll be able to feel the difference in the breath. Okay. So let's do this together right now. It's very important that we do this before we start the hand mantras, because you just don't want to sit there and do a bunch of hand mantras. It doesn't work that way. You need to be in sync, is what it is. I think I'm watching my dog too much with my sound effects today. So that's because my guide is present, and my guide's a practical jokester, and it doesn't really care what I'm doing or what I'm trying to do. Oh my God. So, all right. First of all, breathe in, stomach out, blow out, stomach in. 2 more times. Center yourself as you're doing this. Now, I don't know about you, but after 3 breaths, I feel the difference in the energy. I really do. I did a class called Elixir Light, followed by Robert Penn in Qui Gon. Yes, it does make you feel a lot more clear. It is an amazing practice, and it is something I wanted to share. that is the first important part right there. You're going to feel the energy within you right now. Now, that's getting the energy going breath. Now, in order for the breath to release some, there's a couple of different methods and a couple of different ways. You have hand mantras that I've done since I was a kid. I was so intrigued with learning them. Yes, it was just, there was so much about this that I totally spaced it out. You know, what happens? You get busy in life. So, yes, you feel it too after 3 breaths. Now, we're going to do 3 breaths a different way. Okay. Instead of pulling your stomach, pushing your stomach out when you breathe in, when you breathe in, I want you to pull your stomach in. When you blow out, I want you to push your stomach out. Okay. Are we ready? Okay. Here we go. Now, do you feel the difference in the different types of breathing? The 2 totally different types of breath. One is meant to relax and calm, and the other one actually builds more energy. It's the same thing we do every day, breathing. Something as simple as breathing can help bring that energy back in. So let's do the first exercise first, and then we're going to get into the shape. Wait, which way is okay, the first way. That's okay, honey. You must have one of those goofy guides too, because I do. What I want you to do now is I want you to take the original 3 breaths first to build the energy up. Okay, we're gonna get into that in a second. Just give me 1 second to do that. And unfortunately, this is what happens when you wear 2 different types of glasses: one to actually read what you have in front of you, and one to actually see. So, what we're going to do in this one, this is called, this is done with the QI, which is the healing ability of your body to increase you. This practice, your body will become more efficient in its daily rebuilding, healing, and recognition for you. This particular exercise we're going to do is going to help push all of this energy. It's going to be passing the energy through different channels where you actually need it, is what it's going to do. It's going to radiate around you. And again, this is also going to cause other people to want to be around you. So if you're not a peoply person, do this, at night or whatever. But so what we're first going to do, and I'm just going to describe to you what you're going to do, and I'm going to show you what it is we're going to do. Okay. And then we're going to do the exercises, and we're actually going to do this. It's really very simple. But as you're doing this, okay, I want you just to put it, just literally relax your hands on the desk, on your lap, where you're comfortable is what I want you to do. Oh God, now I can see you. Okay. So the first thing we're actually going to do before we do it is we're going to get our hands like this. Okay. See the hands? Now these 2, 3 are going to stay up. These are actually going to be folded in. See, folded in, touching each other. So the fingers are touching. Okay. Oops, sorry about the mic. The fingers are touching on the inside here. These 2 are touching, and the thumbs are touching. So this is what it actually looks like. Okay. And what you're going to do is you're going to rest it where you're comfortable. Okay. Now, what you're going to do is do the first breath. When you breathe in, and I want you to focus on this for a couple of minutes, okay? Don't hold it too tight where you're like, I'm going to fall apart. You want to relax it. Relax it down. Now, what I want you to do is breathe in, push your stomach out when you breathe in, pull your stomach in when you exhale. Now, let's do that right now together, okay? Open it up and see all the people moving. Yeah, I know. Okay, so don't forget, pointer, pinky, thumb. These are on the inside touching. Okay, that's very important to do it this way. Now, I want you to relax yourself for a minute, and I want you to do your breath and just focus on what it is happening. This is to open you up to the healing aspects within you. the healing energy that's all around you, it's going to open you up to this. Okay. So this is an important aspect. So let's do this right now. Okay. Second breath, I want you to breathe in and hold it. Exhale. Now you can hold this position for as long as you choose. Feel the energy around your body. It's amazing. It's just the way it is. The energy of your own body will go into the areas that is needed. Anybody else feel that? God, I love this. Oh, that feels absolutely amazing right there. Oh, okay. And that is the first one. And this is before we get into the dance of the dragon. So the dance of the dragon might look funny when you started at first, but it's really not. It's certain movements have to be made a certain way. And the dance of the dragon, which we'll get into in a bit, actually, not only does it balance your system and help your energy maintain more balance, what it's actually going to do is it's also physically going to help you as well. It actually does help your physical body. It doesn't really take any more than five minutes or less. 5 minutes or less to balance yourself and feel that little bit of energy going and starting to feel a lot better. I like that. Anybody else feel anything there? Hello, Linda Nielsen. Now, the mantras, or the hand positions, as some people like to call them, open it up and see all the people moving. I know. How does everybody else feeling right now with the first one? We'll get into that in a second. So these are, the first one is actually called REN. It's actually to access power, energy, and awaken the flame inside you. So is there anybody out there that feels that they need to awaken the energy, like they're having an issue where they feel like they're disconnected? And a lot of times what this will show up as is it'll show up as what? Depression. Because why? Because we're feeling down. There's different levels of depression. So if we're feeling down or depressed or even low on energy or mopey or just don't feel like getting up, a lot of times that's our energy axis. No, don't worry about your comments, honey. Breathing more naturally and then feeling centered, like the yes, surrounding your aura. So if anybody sees my aura changing as we're doing this, I would love to know, because I just find these amazing. So that is the one. So if anybody is feeling that particular one, we can go into that, because I'm not going to show all of them, but I will do the best I can to get to as many as I can. The first hand one, again, that's to access the power, the energy, and awaken to the flame. Now, KO, which actually circulates the energy into your body, allowing it to flow in and out. So is anybody feeling like stuck, like they have too much energy? We talk about this with chakras all the time. With chakras, we talk about blocked energy. Okay, so let's get into, I think, Kaio. I think Kaio is, I love, the two that I actually work with a lot is, I know it's not the Jin, but the two that I enjoy are the ones on the next page. I love the energies of those. That's the Kea and the Jin. I love those. I love the energy. I love the way they make me feel. But if you are feeling blocked, okay, we're going to do the same breath we were doing. Okay. Yes, I feel balanced. Some people do feel unbalanced. So for those out there that are either watching the replay or watching it now, if you feel unbalanced, this two glass thing, I really should learn just to type this stuff up. Hi. So now what this one is actually called KO. Now, KO activates the flow of energy within your body and outside of you in your environment. So all your environment. This Kujai will help you learn to direct energy outbound of your body and essentially outside your body so you can make magnificent desires and objections to the world. So this helps with manifestation as well. And again, so let's see, with the will of your hands, you'll be able to push the energy out. These are one of the things that we actually utilize for a lot of different types of things. And I'm just doing the basics right now. Willpower is actually used to direct energy, should be rather like wanting something a lot is what it is. So what happens is you need to get a stranglehold on something in order to be able to push the energy out. That's what I'm going to do right now. So the first thing I actually would like you to do is extend your index finger. Boy, this makes sense. Extend your index finger, okay? Then bend your middle fingers over the index, okay? So that you end up with your thumbs touching. So, and again, this is what we're doing. Okay. So what it actually looks like, pointer, index, hold on, middle. Oh my God. Hold on a second. This one is a little bit more complex for me. Okay, so this is what we want to do. Help me out here. Okay. So we're extending the index finger and we're bending the middle finger over your index finger so that the tips of your thumbs are touching. And then interlace your other two fingers like this. Okay. So do you need me to show you? This is what it is. So these are your fingers. Now this goes over. It goes over those fingers. Thumbs come down. These two get interlaced. Okay. That's the position right there. Okay. Now again, you relax this one up against your body. And I want you to do the same breaths. You don't have to have the palms touching. You want them a little open. It's just the actual mantras of it. Okay, so now we're going to do the 3 balancing breaths again. This is going to help you push energy out. It's also going to assist you with manifestation. Okay, so hopefully I don't. If anybody short circuits anything, I apologize. Okay, here we go. Breath. Breathe with your stomach out when you breathe in. Pull it in when you push out. On your second breath, always hold. Okay? Always hold. Okay. My fingers won't do that. Your wrist is broken. Oh. Okay. Sorry, honey. I have arthritis, so pretty much I'm ambidextrous. Okay. So breathe in. Blow out. Second breath, hold for the count of 5. Third. Whoa. Now, don't wish for $1 million because I don't think that'll work. Now, I do find these exercises, and again, I know Heidi's very, very on board with all this stuff. I love these exercises. I do find that they assist in a lot. They really do assist, and they help with a lot of aspects of things. So that particular one wasn't the Rin, that was the Kaijo. So let's see if we can get a little bit more information about the Kaijo. Because I do, like I said, I have tons and tons of information here. So Kaijo, let's very, very interesting mental notes taken. Oh, thank you. Very intrigued. Thank you so much. All right, so let's find out, give you a little bit more information about the Kaijo and what it does. Now, when you actually project towards others, will eventually come back to you, okay, for good or ill. Makes sense, right? Okay, so in full measure. So this teaches us to keep a constant attitude of peace and smile. Be joyful in your communication and in your actions. You will develop peace and joy as you accept it into yourself. Okay, you will discover that your experience and your environment will eventually be modified slowly but surely by taking the healthy energy in nature and projecting it outwards. Now, the flame of life, which is what it's called, will destroy your old behaviors as you establish new, healthier ways of acting and being. The ropes of the energy to keep you in bondage to those old behaviors will become untied. Ha! Will become untied. Okay, so behaviors will become untied, and every bond that keeps you hostage in the introvertible or consumed by the flame of life, everything will become untied. You send out the positive, you allow the positive to come in, and this is done through the Kyo, which is that mantra. As you develop a brand new amplified energy management system, you will discover that this is essential to become complete responsible for yourself. All that you do, all that you say, you will find a way to actually manifest around you. You will have to learn tolerance and happiness, or you will magnify your negative thoughts, and those will become manifested as your new reality. Now, this actually makes sense when we talk about staying positive on a regular basis. There's a lot of reasons for that. It's what you send out comes back. And this is amplifying it. So if I'm sending out the positive, loving energy and the vibes, that's what's going to come back. This is going to help maintain that particular type of balance. Now, it will be necessary to learn to feel normal, everyday emotions, pains, of course, and discomforts while we're remaining positive. To experience these periods of depression, all we have to do is just humbly accept them without judgment. Do not judge yourselves. It's one of the worst things in the world that we do as human beings. Don't do that. Okay. Keep an eye on your heart, fixed on your higher planes and life of existence. In fact, you will be increasingly acceptance, your growth ability to positive impact that you have on the world around you. And to manifest your desires by nurturing a healthy energy and projecting it into the environment. And that's what this is assisting you on doing right now. Now, one of the part of the rabbit holes I was actually looking at is I'm looking at different types because I'm a holistic. I have a degree in holistic psychology. Actually, I have a doctorate in it, but I'm looking it up. And there's many forms of energy work as well. We have Reiki healing. We have hands-on. So there's so much to do with it. But chi energy is our life force energy. A lot of us are actually inherently born with the ability to be able to hear or heal ourselves. But what happens is our chi gets blocked. Again, chakras can get blocked. And we're not just talking about the seven major ones. So we have to deal with leakages and oh, this is a good one. I should share this one with you guys. Hold on. The evidence that chi energy, if you are unfamiliar with the concept experience of chi energy, it's a natural question. When I first started, okay, I found, oh my God, guys, I love this. I really should have shared this out. Every nerve ending in your body. Now, me, myself, I have nerve damage. Okay. So let's see if I can get this actually downloaded so I can send it over to the link to you guys to get access to this. So this is the PDF I'm actually downloading right now. It's deals with energy, deals with chi energy. Please excuse me. So the link to this page where you can actually download the information to help you out. Let me put that in here right now. This is going to give you some more basic information. No message can't post to certain channels. So I just posted that. If you can't get it, it's because I can't get you on that channel. Go to this page. You're going to see, as you flow down and start to read in this, you're going to see a little bit of information. It's going to say download your PDF. So the PDF is deal with the Chinese have long believed that chi is a fundamental energy that sustains all of life. So they're also talking how to cultivate energy by standing still, which is pretty interesting. How to unleash the storehouse of energy by eating less, of course, fasting. My son does that. And the next one we're not going to read. So what we're actually talking about right here. You're welcome. So let's see. So nerve damage, me too. I drop shit on a regular basis, stuff on a regular basis. Sorry. I drop stuff all the time. My nerve damage in my neck. I drop stuff everywhere. I can't hold on to it, which is why I walk around with a Contigo cup. No matter what's in it, it's a Contigo, because if I drop it, it doesn't spill unless I push the button. Safe. Oh, and I've learned that certain things, certain crystals help with certain types of muscle disorders. I found that out through personal experience of somebody. So there's so many different things when we're dealing with energy and actual life energy. And again, there's so much more valuable information in this. In this book I have is extremely old. Now, does anybody out there know what the dance of the dragon is? Let's see if I can get a definition for you. The dance of the dragon. Okay, let's see. The dance of the dragon. Yeah, I'm not looking for a cartoon. I'm actually looking for the actual dance of the dragon. All right, hold on. G. Okay. Thank you. Now, when we're talking about the dance of the dragon, okay, we're talking about something that actually symbolizes the ability to the healer to dance and move freely with the chaotic nature of the universe. So what we're talking about is the ability that allows you to connect with the energy of the earth, and it helps to rebalance the flow of the flow of the actual energy. It's called Dance of the Dragon is what it's actually called. I've had this for a while, and it's done through Qui-Gon, which is another method of energy work. And this particular thing, it helps you to balance your body, mind, and spirit. And there's a certain shapes that it has to be done. And again, I'm not talking about Tai Chi. This is a specific set of movements that are actually put forward to Kasan. Yes. Hey, Kasan. How you doing, honey? This is a specific set of movements that are there to help you to rebalance. Because what we're talking about as far as psychology, there actually is energy psychology. Okay? Sorry, my throat gets dry. So there is such a thing as called energy psychology. And what it is especially, I do feel that you can actually go see an energy psychologist in order to help with something like this. So and again, like I said, this book is very, very, very old. Oriental system of energy, breathing. Okay, Qui-Gon, small, grand circulations. Okay, let's deal with 33 first. this is a little bit easier to understand. Now, when you are dealing with the first couple things, and you're going to be able to figure it out a couple of times, is standing with a certain way. I want you guys to actually stand up. Thanks. Thank my gut. My gut brain connection is messed up due to, yes. And it really does. This is going to help a lot. Now, this particular exercise that I'm going to show you guys next is another one. We'll get into the dance of the dragon in a minute. This one's a little bit easier. Now, a man, I want you to have your left palm touching your stomach and your right hand over it. Women, I want you to have your right hand down and your left hand covering it. So it's like this. And you stand straight, or you can sit in a chair. Okay. And then what I want you to do is, as you inhale, visual a white light from all around you, permeating all the pores in your skin, flowing into your body and filling your inner chi. Remember that when you visualize, it's actually occurring. So that's the next thing I want you to do is you stand up, you put your hands this way. Remember, guys, left hand down, women, right hand down. So right hand first for women. You cover it with the left. If you're a man, you put your left hand down first. Hands appear like this, okay? And then we do the breaths again. Now try this with me. This is pretty easy, okay? So I want you to do it again. Breathe in with your stomach out, okay? When we breathe in, the stomach goes out. When you exhale, the stomach goes in. Now try this for 3 times. You don't have to hold your breath. I just want you to feel the healing part or aspects of this particular energy. Now, later on, when I'm not rapping in your ear 24/7, you can literally sit here and breathe like this for a while and picture the bright white lights coming in all around you. Now, another one, this one does require standing up. As you stand up and you want to take a few normal breaths and relax, slightly bend your knees, just slightly, okay? Now, I want you to hold your hands like this out to your sides. Okay. I want you to hold them out to your sides where your palm is slowly just a little forward. All right. And you'll be standing up as you do this. Now, this particular one is the white light is coming from above you into your body. It's recharging your energy cells and your body is what it's doing. So you close your eyes, you take normal breaths. You want to stand as you do this. The best to do any of these exercises if you're standing is barefoot. You definitely want to be barefoot because we have to be able to feel the energy both from the earth, okay, and the energy from above. So if we have the excess energy, we recycle it into the earth and into the atmosphere. That's another exercise. Now it says take 9 relaxing breaths, is what they're talking about. And the white light from the area above your head, you may find you tighten the muscle in your ab and your arms when you try this for the first time. That's normal, but relax. Just keep practicing and relax. Now, what we're actually talking about right now is another form. What we're doing is we're gathering up the energy. We're gathering the energy for ourselves. There's another way to gather, and this is really good for people with depressions and other particular issues. Now, in the next exercises, you're going to draw the energy in through both your hands, your head, and your feet. So you do have to stand up, hands out to your side, not bent, but straight, reaching. Okay, head normal, feet slightly with it apart, and you want to feel the energy coming in from your hands, from your feet, from your head, all over. It's just literally gathering into you. is what you're doing. Once you have the energy, that's when the hand mantras come in to help you disperse it in the correct manner. It helps you disperse the energy for what it is that you gathered the energy for, whether it's for helping yourself heal, especially getting yourself more balanced and unblocked, because you can't heal psychological conditions until your energy is unblocked. Until we learn how to do this. Hello, Z-Sun. So until we learn how to actually get the energy in a certain manner, we can't do that. What time is it? Oh, we should probably get into the dragon. Okay. Now, this is going to help you feel the Kwai energy or the Chi. This is going to assist you in feeling the Chi energy at first. Now, we've done that. And again, there's step-by-step approaches to doing it. It's again, you could make small circulatory movements to actually assist you. Now, what we're going to get into right now is called the dance of the dragon. Okay, so which glasses do I have on so I know whether or not I can actually see this? Okay, now the Qui-Gon Dragon Dance is many positive benefits from healing your body to elevating your energy levels. It is a bold prayer calling for the divine spirit to flow through your body. And again, whatever divine spirit you believe in, whatever name you call it, it's still divine spirit. That's the way I look at it. It will activate circulation, develop balance, stimulate the endocrine system, improve your biological defense mechanisms, and provoke regeneration and much more. Boy, can I use this. Have you ever experienced any kind of vibration, like once in your heat and feds, not like nerve damage, but yes, I do. Heidi, I feel that on a regular basis to the point where I dread touching a doorknob or a light switch because you could see the sparks coming out of my hands. So it was like, all right, it's time to do something to balance this and send this out correctly. And that's what happens. Sometimes when you have a buildup of energy, some people train to become light workers. Others are gifted, just natural born healers. And some that have that latent tendency, once they start to look towards it, they will have that. There's just vibration out of your hands. You could short circuit things. You can have a good or a bad reaction depending on what's happened. But yes, that is totally normal. Now, as a pleasing side effect, it will help your body convert fat into useful energy. That got me happy. So, sorry. Hey, every little bit helps. It also elevates your body's temperature for a bit, further contributing to weight loss. By twisting your hips and moving your thighs, you will also reshape your body and develop flexibility. You might have to read the following paragraph a few times, is what it said. So there's a lot of benefits to this. I do for months at a time, then it goes away. That is totally normal for anybody that is a natural light worker or a healer. The thing that I used to do when I was overloaded with energy, well, one of my neighbors had a lump on their thigh, so I just put my hands on and focused all my energy on that. But potted plants, trees outside, animals are very, very attracted to healing energy, even wildlife animals. You could send it out in just about anything. Now, for my grandchildren, I like to put the energy in a pillow and seal it in a plastic bag, tell the energy to stay there. So when they don't feel good, what happens is I give them the pillow. So the extra energy is in the pillow. Potted plants is another good way to do that. Wish I was more in tuned with the energies. I'm dying here 5 years now. That's, this is going to help you right here. What we're going to look at next, okay, which is very difficult for me to do a show and stand up and show you. So I came up with, let's see, here we go. So we're going to get into this one over here. Now, this is Qui-Gon. Okay. Focus it on my energy. Yes, honey, you're a natural healer. You just have to focus your energies. Robert White, yes! That's why birds love you, Mr. Crystal. So, first step of Qui-Gon. is to stand. And again, your legs are not going to move much. It's going to be your hips and your hands. First thing you do is you stand, and I want your hands just to relax down. Remember to take those 3 cleansing breaths. Now, these might be slides, but they go right from one movement to another is what they're actually doing. Okay. So once you get in a position, you're going to move to the other position. And I'll show you from a sitting position what it is that I'm actually doing, even if I have to move this down a little bit. Ow, now. And both feet. Yes. So stand there, take your 3 cleansing breaths, then take your power energy breath, which is breathing in, letting the stomach go out, okay? Pulling the stomach in when you exhale, okay? Now in step 2, you're going to have your palms together. Your palms are together and they're down in front of you. And you need to hold them there for a minute. Your palms don't move through this whole thing. You move yourself with your palms. This is your dragon head, okay? Down your hips below, that's the grag dragon butt. That's what we're doing, okay? And when we stand up and do it, you might say, oh my God, this looks funny. That's okay. It feels amazing. All right. So now you have your palms together down below you. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to lift your hands up, pull them up to you this way. Okay. Now, you can do this right from a chair, because that's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to do it right from a chair for those that can't get up. Just try to keep your feet or foot, Robert, sorry. Okay. So do this. This is hands up to your chin. Okay. Now, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to start moving your hands this way. This is fluid movements. So hands to the side, hands down, hands up. Then they start moving this way. It's like a fluid movement. Okay, so it's going to start moving towards your right. And again, I'm flicking this at the same time. Now, after your hand goes to your right, okay, you're going to put it down like this. And then you're going to sway over to here, to this side, to come back over to this side. So this is where you are right now, is over on the left side of yourself. So I know it's a little difficult for me to show you. Okay, so after you're over on the left side of yourself, you're going to kind of lean that way and pull your shoulders this way. So you're a little cockeyed. Okay, and then you're going to move back and down over to here. Okay, so now you're moving downwards is what you're doing. I know it looks funny, but just go with it. Okay, it really does work. Okay, so now you're moving back down. So now we're going into 10, where we're moving the dragon this way. So the dragon is now this way, and we're moving down farther on the other side. Your palms and hands are always together. All right, so now after 10, we're going to get into 11 and 12. Now, what we're going to do after we're here, we're going to go back to the middle. And again, we're going to continue to go down. So we're going down, hands move towards your left side, okay? And that's it. Your hands are up like this again, and we're moving down. And then I think the next 2 are, again, yeah. So moving down, then coming back, start to come back up. Yes, I know. I'm sorry. Sitting back up. Then number 14, hands are over here again, back to one of the original points, okay? And let's see. Then from here, you put the hands like this, and you kind of poof up. And that's it. Believe it or not, that's it. It's very flowy. The way it goes when you're starting and moving, the energy, the hands are always together, the feet are always flat, or you sit on your butt, doesn't matter. Either way, whatever you got to do. So you're actually moving your energy into the direction of where you need to be. And it's down and to the side, and it continues to flow. Good exercise for using handcuffs. Hey, why not? Yes, what Z-Sun says, fascinating way to connect with your dragon energy. Yes, it is. And Robert, you're hilarious. I'll have to tell my man that, see what he says. So this particular kind of energy, the dragon energy, whether you're sitting in a chair or whether you're standing up, you're able to connect with it. And believe it or not, I felt so balanced, bubbly, enlightened. It's weird. Even my man, before I told him what I did, noticed the energy difference in me. He really did. He noticed the difference in my energy. And I'm like, no way. You can see that. Something like this before before my current energy. And it feels amazing once it flows in. Yes, it does. And that's why for those that it's hard, if you have a hand that you can't bend that much, that's okay. Don't bend them. Well, yeah, I have to because that's just the way I am. So, and that's what it is. It's just an amazing way to actually connect. Now, another way to really connect again is yoga, tai chi, and there's all kinds of alternative methods of actually healing. But what we're trying to do here, okay, what we're trying to do is to get our energy to be balanced, to be unblocked, to send it to the areas that we really need to send it to. Oh, yeah, I forgot the last two. After you jump here, you want to take your hands here and then down. And then you're done. And that's it. So, but yeah, it's called the Dance of the Dragon is what it's actually called. There is another one of my favorites that I actually use on a regular basis. Which one was that? Hold on. Let me see if I can find the page. Because, oh, yes, we got 3 minutes left, but that's okay. This one is called gin. No, not the gin you get from the alcohol store. We're not talking about that. We're calling J-I-N and not a genie because that's also a G. Just so you know. So this gin is always you. And again, it helps you connect with higher spirits. So you just have what is known as knowing or clair knowing, as some people call it. It helps you with just knowing. This one I really do like. So the gin is a number 6. And let's get to that one. Now, the gin energy is what we're actually talking about right now. It's actually an inner bonds is what it is. Oh my God. Today is not the day for regular glasses. All right, here we go. Now, the inner bonds are the energy concepts inside you that you connect with on your true self. We will have the ability to know what others are thinking or by reaching deep inside you into the place with no words. And again, they call this like a form of, yeah, not genie, J-I-N. That's it. Nothing else. So, yeah, I've got a collection of dragon skulls. I love dragon energy. So what you're going to actually do is you're going to interlace your fingers like that. Like, here's the church, here's the steeple, blah, 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 where's all the people? Okay, so once we get our fingers interlaced like this, okay, and again, we're going to touch them. The tips are going to touch. Now, we want to put this thumb down and this one kind of through the hole, which is hard with nails, but I do the best I can. So kind of looks like that if you can do it. Now you put this and you relax right down just to where you're comfortable, and you do the same thing. And you take those 3 breaths and those cleansing breaths, and it really does help. Now, this was like the energy thing that I came across today. because I was cleaning out my bookshelf, and this is one of my books that I've had for quite a long time. I don't know whether or not you can actually get a copy of this book. Let's see if I can find the author here. This was something that was sent to me many, many moons ago. The name of the book is Qui-Gon and Kujian. It's to practice or had to have a guide to the Oriental exotic experience and energy is what it is. It's actually by Francisco Lepine is who it's actually by. And it's got a dragon on the cover of it. And this book came out many, many years ago. I don't know whether or not the guy published it, but I love the book. I love the concept of the energies. And I know a lot of it's out there on YouTube too. But here's the thing, guys. If you can't do some of the mantras, some of the hand mantras, there's always an alternative way, like yoga. Some people can't sit there for a long time doing downward facing dog without falling on their butt. So there are alternate ways for all of this. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I really do feel better after doing energy work. And I am definitely something I'm going to be sticking with on a regular basis to get the energy level back up. So I enjoyed this. Now, if there's a topic or a subject that you guys would love to hear from, I would love to know what it is, because I can go down the rabbit hole and research this for you. But I thought today would make more sense to help you understand how to help yourselves through your own energy, because we have that innate ability within ourselves to be able to heal ourselves. But we have to believe it. We have to balance our energy. You remember, the more positive that you put out, the more positive we will get back. And I really do love this particular type of energy. So let's see what's going on in the chat room. And again, that's kind of it for today, guys. Now, Valentine's Day, I'm kind of with my man, so I'm not sure what's going on. Even visualizing doing it. Yes. And that's what it is. It's positive visualization. So it's, to me, I've always worked with like the hand mantras and body movements. I think that's from skating. Many, many years I was a competitive skater. So I'm used to doing that type of thing. So I really agree with that. But definitely, yeah, visualize, Z-Sun. Visualization is a good thing. Picture it. Picture the energy coming in. That's why I kind of gave you the hand mantras. I gave you the dragon, and also the energy flow movements, which is down, the cup of the hands to come out, and the energy coming out to allow it to come in. But try to do this barefoot if you can. Even if you're doing it from a chair, take your shoes off. You can always have somebody else put them on later. So literally, that's kind of all I have for today. I went down a rabbit hole with this, but I feel good. Now, what about you guys? Do you think my energy has changed from when I started the show to now? Does anybody out there read auras? Do you see a difference in my aura? So, all right, I will see you on Tuesday for a bag of nuts. And I will definitely be doing readings. Yes, I'm actually going to be doing readings. I know I've been doing a lot of numerology stuff, but I will still come out with some more numerology stuff, because me and numbers. So many bright blessings to you guys, all of you all, for showing up. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and share to the Rift Nation Network. Oh, here's the close of this show. That's not it. Found it. Bye.